abra atso se de wonim se exclusives na na ye yini nyina bako enso ebrewa enya asam yankwa yanim na afi ensam na se me chance a na ma me Black Stars head coach wo page ne so coach and den ade Otto or the sub kakra enso atodwa enti fa coach no efa atu page ne so enso efa ho mesese baransa na yabeko Black Stars head coach no president of the Confederation of African Football already did Patrice Motsepe the South African what in sama atodwa Patrice Motsepe ose ono ade bako a ne bo anyoso ade bako a enhye nkran ade bako a enye na nigesam enye na hoka and say some African countries are unable to play their home games and so our country and to say bia to say Ghana yesi enkopa bi emoye game Djibouti nom Somalia nom Chad nom Burkina Faso nom wamo ebo home games just on koba baby osere ni enye sade no kra na a frustration and a sense no a warning signal yenko na yenko tie the CAF president abra or this answer tuja.
There's nothing that frustrates me more than a national team or a football team from Kenya, bad example, because you've got wonderful facilities, from a country to go and play outside. You can't build football in any country in Africa if the national team or the football clubs do not play in front of their nations. And that's why the passion of President Ruto and his commitment makes me so proud. And he doesn't just love football. You know, when I went to see Talanta, they said the president has been here himself to investigate and to see the work that's been done. So I'm very clear that we've made good success in reducing the number of countries that plays outside their nation. But, in every meeting I have with the head of state, and that's why, the relationship between NIC and the government, it's something that I'm very happy about. Because in every country, the emphasis is let's work together to make sure that we've got at least one stadium that's at the FIFA and CAF standards. And that's partly why this increase of money that we've been fighting for, we've doubled what the member associations are getting now. The gentleman was asking about ethics, very important question, the financial position. We've doubled the money, of what the member associations are getting, but we need much, much more. So I was in Rwanda, they opened a new stadium. I was in Senegal, they opened a new stadium. In Cameroon, excellent. Mamadou in Côte d'Ivoire, world class. Djibouti also is doing good progress. Comoros. So that's one of the things that we emphasize with each president to say, let's work together. It's good for our people in the country and it's good for football development.
To a president of the Confederation of African Football, Patrice Motsepe, and I did to just say, I frustrating pa. Sir, Omanbi, now Omuni Stadium, I jitum amamodebo ball. Where I don't know, now to the head coach of the Black Stars of Ghana, Opinion day, Ade Otto Addo, and then some Tuja, and on Saturday, at the Legon Stadium, and Okoko Ghana Premier League game. Now, coach, after the game, Odika Ade Tuja about Ghana versus Sudan, Chenye, or say there should be a different approach towards the Sudan game. Still, coach needs to say players na also showcase a lot of passion on the pitch. Na afi enyoma timi ko yi Ghana ebetimi awini against any team abra. Players no one more with passion and determination and zeal.
For me, there's nothing. I think it's good that people are attending the matches, but surely I'll be looking. But at the moment, surely have to focus on the national team also. And we'll see my message to the fans. It's just I want us to show a different picture than the last match. I think there was no pressure on the pitch, and it's my responsibility now. I have to make sure that they show it on the pitch. And if we show this, we can win against every team.
No, I coach Otto Addo. Now Otto Addo enye or say Ghana Premier League no obetumi aka say Samates very strong. Sanso obetumi aka say Mediama Sporting Club strong. Two teams way betumi agi league no. Now say early days yet. Name ono Otto Addo obehwe a lot of games. Ghana Premier League mu. Coach Otto Addo atipi defending champion Samates and afa so Mediama almost 2 seasons ago omo league no. Say omo betumi agi Ghana Premier League.
I think it was a good game. At the end, I think Legon didn't have that power, but I think the first half and also second half, some few good chances. Interesting players, some young players, which are interesting, I have to say. We have to see in the future. But I think Midiama at the end deserved to win. And they were strong in the defense, also in the midfield. They have fast strikers. Also, the substitution came in well. They had their chances. So at the end, I think it was deserved win. And what I saw from Midiama and also Summertex when I saw the Super Cups, they're doing well. So maybe it's among these two, but I haven't seen all the matches. So I'm eager also to watch Kotoko, Hart, all the good teams, and then we'll see. But at the moment, I can't make any statement about who will win the league.
Coach, are we going to be seeing you more at the Ghana?
Sure.
I know coach at the team. Ade Otto ne nsɛm a ɔde to dwa no bi ɛne ɛde bi ɛde ɛma wo no coach Otto ɔnkasa anwieyɛ wɔde nsɛm kakra asan so ato dwa enti ma menwura mu na afei menka wo sɛ the head coach of the Black Stars of Ghana ɔse afei Ghana Premier League a yɛbɔ no compared to 2 seasons ago wokan sɛ ɛmmerɛ bia no ɔha no na ɔkɔ stadium games no bi ɔsɛ wode keka bɔ mu ana hwɛ a ɛkame ayɛ sɛ ɛyɛ ade a sɛsi a yɛka sɛ league no standard no as improve over the last 2 previous ones. Yabon.
Yeah, I think it's not easy to play here, but I think they did their best. Like I said, it was a good match. At the end, it was deserved that Vidiama win. And all was a good performance. It's all nothing bad I can say. I don't have a comparison. So this is my, first season. At the end of the last season, I watched a little bit of videos. It was okay in general. I think it's picking up. It's getting more interesting. And we have to see. I think it's early. It's now early. Let's watch the season and watch how the players perform. But I think the performance in general is going up. When I have the comparison from 2 years ago, then it has improved.
I know a coach at the day, Ade Otto Addo. Nensaba what the two jano and Yadibi at the MHF Muche Akoma 87.9 FM. My young quenim, Nafe, young run 7 more. Henry Asante Chum, Mr. Hart, one communications director, Edema, the Ghana Football Association. Na Henry Asante Chum, Edin some Ababa Tuja, Wakaisa Nano Friday, exclusively, our Akoma Sporso, and Abusia Penny Samia Champo, and Henry Asante Chum, Edin Como, Abusia Penny Busano, Sir Kamia, Black Stars of Ghana, players no. One more show commitment. Nippon Piadrium said, I won't show commitment. In fact, coach, and you see the word commitment, or say passion, or say, I be Onubia and Yadrin. Boys, one more committed to the course. Now, I don't know, say, and you ever to Tom, name him honor there. What it to say, I say, bless you cry, you're from normal budget to some more burning in Akrano, and a commitment. One issue, Henry Asante Chum, on a commerce post last week, Okasaye, at the FR, Blasters place. Any commitment level.
I don't want to go too much into commitment because to be very honest, the player what you are playing if America, UK, Portugal, Spain, the BBL now we promo when you're committed, you shouldn't even board the flight. The public opinion and people's sentiments and opinions can go that direction. But being sure that I will be tempted to go into that space because my relationship with these players day to day there was no point or there has never been any time one player there show signs of family home. I don't care. I'm not interested or I won't play. Every time they want to play.
I know I Henry Asante Chum. Nenswadi atu jano and yedivi ede amount now. Henry Asante Chum said Black Stars coaches na kachomo. So they've been able to identify our problem. Omo wa de kro ya team no na omo ye ho adwuma na fe omo timi akora che sa de na we ayen sama Henry Asante Chum at the on Akoma Sports yentie no.
The coaches have given us the assurance say omo identify problem no. There are things they can't share with you even though I am with them. So I can only go by their word say that once they have identified the problem it's part of the solution. And we will look ahead to the next games now against Sudan. And now that the coaches are on recess, I know they will work extremely hard, engage these players again, speak to them again, to ensure that they are very unimpressive in the next games. Because you cannot afford to miss out on the World Cup. You cannot afford to miss out on the AFCON. You cannot continue to play this way and expect the people to be behind you. It's not acceptable. And we take that responsibility, say, over the period in the last 2-3 games, the performance has not been good. For which reason, Obia will say down to the commitment level of the team. And we are very much aware of that, and we take full responsibility for it.
I know the other Atuja Henry Asante Chum. Then some I don't know now. Mame Anko club issues Asante Kotoko to Clay. But me so here Eddie feed the Continental Club Masters, glorious Accra Hearts of Oak, beautiful people with beautiful colors. Nana Mame the assistant coach of Accra Hearts of Oak, Coach Nanaya Amankwa. When some Atuja was say what it been for Kika. And a house will be relegated. And a house will be relegated. Or see in front to ja. Say NC net. NC china. Sa relegation tag no kramunyai. Hands of folk will never be relegated. Naya Mankwa, a assistant coach at Accra folk.
It's too early for anybody to say that Accra is going to fight for relegation. Even though it's league, we didn't start very well. Last year, some of the teams, they started for 4 or 5 matches, they are at the top. Some of the teams, they started very well, they are at the top at the first round. And then at the close of the season, or when the season ends, they are nowhere to be found again. House of Folk will never be like that.
House of Folk will never be like that. And Nana Mankwa, as I saw at the 70 Atuja, or say House of Timno, about bounce back. House of Timno, about bounce back. And we have supporters and some support to them. On the edge, at the phobia, about back to where they deserve to be.
No. We don't have any pressure. And everything have its first time. We also can come and then break some records on the way. So what we need now for our crowds of folk, we thank God. We have a super supporters. The supporters are very excellent. They have a very patient for the club for now. That's what I'm pleading to them. They should continue having patience. Because it's a league. We have nothing to do unless we change the situation of the Accra House of Folk. And by God's grace, the way we are fighting, you saw the game on the pitch. How Accra House of Folk boys are fighting even to win the game or to get draw. But that is the game for you. You have only 3 things. You can win, you can draw, or you can lose. So we are going back to a board and then try as much as possible to correct the mistakes. And on Saturday, we also fight by God's grace to win the game and then come back to the
and now Amankwa born a share now she has a fight is on. Okay. Me Kotoko so but sa pitch na empanfosi ancho emfanko koma cars of me petino. Mo kaya crowd posted ye de ye di ka catch say coach na ono ofri Raja bai no. The ye pon ball no so the nyame ase papa. And then as a job as a coach when you agina say the maninye. Nemo mani age se parks ade we yetma boso ade ya mo fa ne park yetma bobo so na ya lose was normally game bi se ke wini kura nemum sa mo ade ya mo fa ne pitch ide ha dwe coach no ewie ye no enano Saturday mediama coach odi nkunim ya na bia ehia me pa no it is not as if mediama lost and because the coach no wa lose game and wa pa bibi ade ahye mediama atwa Legon Cities e the new Legon Stadium and am winning game no and am winning game no no ni boja couple coach adama mediama na mama ni boja page na so and was he park near boss ball enya o say o person NSA for here Juma Power University of Ghana pitch na so na field na in a bad nature yenche coach ni boja couple
travel around and play at different venues. What's your comment on that in terms of the nature of the pitch?
Similar thing like here. Ground should be better like the Bayara Stadium, like Accra, like here. I didn't visit Cape Coast Stadium, Tamale Stadium. I don't comment. And this is something where really is very, very big room to Ghana improve football standards.
Anyway, coach, I didn't need Boja couple. Netia, I don't know. Now to Asante Kotoko, Krobia Asante Kotoko, Metema, and a Madromo Ashe. Ya culture dada sa Asante Kotoko. Every last week, I know much as here so ɔmo ɛyɛ ade a yɛfrɛ no sɛ consultations the team ɛpɛ so ɔkɔbɔ ne home games ɛwɔ the Obuasi Linclay Sports Stadium. Yes, nti saa consultations no ɛkɔ so. In fact, sɛ mobɛkae a on Thursday ɛberɛ yɛtena se ɛwɔ Akoma Sports yɛreche out to former NCC chairman Chairman Kotoko K5 yɛwie no yɛne the current Asante Regional Circus chairman Edi nkɔmmɔ Alexander Menu yɛsan so ne aspiring NCC chairman Ofosuares Chairman Solo Edi nkɔmmɔ enti yɛ expandi asɛm no mpaa ɛne support ne hyɛaseɛ ɛde ɔmadwe nkyerɛ bae to go or not to go to Obuasi ɛna Kotoko ɛbɛbɔ ne hefa say deɛ ɛyɛ confirmed sɛ Asante Kotoko ɛbɛbɔ mo home games ɛwɔ the Obuasi Linclay Sports Stadium. In fact, Oko Kotoko wɔn official social media handles na wɔn release ɛde aba wei ɛyɛ wɔn flyer wɔn de tɔn the next game Kotoko ɛbɛbɔ ntu hwɛ adeɛ na ɔsɛ Asante Kotoko wɔn game no wɔn ɛne club a yɛfrɛ no sɛ Young Apostles ɛna ɛbɔ it was Young Apostles ɛne Asante Kotoko Sunday September 22 3 p.m. Obuasi Linclay Stadium ɛna Asante Kotoko wɔn tweet na wɔn Troy Warriors coming to Obuasi eti Asante Kotoko ɛde wɔn ani kyɛm ɛwɔ Obuasi Linclay ɛno na investigations a Akoma Sports yɛyɛ ɛkyɛm sɛ Asante Kotoko for every game a wɔn bɛbɔ ɛwɔ Obuasi Linclay Sports Stadium Kotoko ɛbɛtua 10,000 Ghana cedis ɛkyɛ fonten yie paa ɛnyɛ for the period na Kotoko ɛkɔɔ no ɛyɛ for every game a Asante Kotoko for wɔn ɛbɛbɔ bia no wɔn ɛbɛtua 10,000 Ghana cedis ɛno ɛyɛ deɛ abɛtɔ dwa ɛho nsɛm ɛto dwa na mmom Kotoko ɛtua 10,000 na ɛnyɛ adeɛ stadium authorities no wɔn share of the gate proceeds enti ebia na Kotoko akɔbɔ game na Kotoko ɛnya 500,000 Ghana cedis 10,000 deɛ ɛna wɔn tua ɛde ama stadium no ɛwura stadium no owners for stadium maintenance ɛne saa deɛ no nyinaa Kotoko ɛnya tua no wie pɛ ɛno ano no deɛ aka no deɛ ɛyɛ statutory payment te sɛ Asante Kotoko onim sɛ yɛbɛte ɔmo percentage for GFE percentage for the Premier League board percentage for GARCA ɔmo ɛte 17.5% for VAT saa deɛ no nyinaa bɛtumi aba so deɛ aka no nyinaa no ɛyɛ Asante Kotoko sika security arrangement a ɛbɛba stadium no between Asante Kotoko ɛne after the Ghana police ɔmbɛn ho adwuma na ɔmo de ɔmo security aba biribiara so ɔmo yɛ bia no ɛbɛyɛ Asante Kotoko asɛm ɔmo wie a sika no ɛfa kɛseɛ na no ɛbɔ ɔmo kae sɛ Obuasi Linclay Sports Stadium ɛnya aban tia eti NSC wɔmo hyɛ bia anim sika no bɛkɔ Kotoko hɔ straight a ɛyɛ 10,000 Ghana cedis na maame mfa nto dwa sɛ na no weekend yi na program ɛwɔ Linclay Sports Stadium ɔmo wie ya ɛna cleaning works ɛhyɛ aseɛ enti I can confirm to you sɛ ɛnura owuram ɛwɔ Linclay a na ɔmo cleaning stadium hɔ wɔmo prapra baabia ɛyɛ deɛ ɔmbɛyɛ na no ɛna report a club licensing board ɛde baeɛ about the Obuasi Linclay Sports Stadium no yɛnsa aka bi wɔmo akyerɛ mu a pitch no ɔmo agye atom 100% sɛ pitch no ɛyɛ in a better condition with exception of some few areas bi a ɔmo sɛ ɔmo identify sɛ adeɛ fɛ sɛ foreign material kakra anaasɛ nwura bi afifi hɔ a ɛnhyɛ da nyɛ grass no wɔmo nyɛ no ɛmfa firi hɔ wɔmo ne ɔmo aka afei ɛba stadium no cleaning works a mpanyinfoɔ ka kyerɛ ɔmo sɛ because the stadium has not been used for Premier League games and football activities for a very long time no ɛso ɔmo yɛ intensive cleaning works ɛsɛ Asante Kotoko mpanyinfoɔ ɛmɛki sure so ɔmo bɛ cleaning stadium yie paa na afei nneɛma atotɔ yie ɛnso ɛde ama ɔmo na baabi a wɔn akɔ a pre-match ɛbɛba so technical meeting ɛbɛba so no ɛno nso wɔn bɛyɛ ɛwɔ Arch Gold unsan Arch Gold secretariat ɛwɔ inside stadium hɔ ɛhɔ ɛna wɔn bɛyɛ no wɔn aka kyɛ mpanyinfoɔ no sɛ baabi a team no buses no ɛpake ɛne players no ɛfa ɛde bɛwura park no so deɛ ne yɛto ne di safety zone no wɔn make sure sɛ safety zones ne nyinaa no wɔn bɛyɛ ho adwuma na afei two teams no in terms of supporters sɛ bi a wakɔbɔ game na supporters pɛ sɛ ɔatake obi a wɔn ayɛ safe ɛwɔ the Obuasi Linclay Sports Stadium a ɛno ɛde free hɔ pa mede ho nsɛm no ɛde ɛto dwa enti confirmed Kotoko ɛbɛbɔ ɛwɔ the Obuasi Linclay Sports Stadium ɛno ɛyɛ de ɛba san so ɛna Kotoko team no Diameter is a Friday, Saturday. Kotoko training. I will include. And to a cleaning works are. I cost our Obuasi ebi and also Oshe. Our Casafia so. And no some Kotoko stadium no. One cleaning be beer a coso and crack. And no free oba. Way a baby. Meetings niate na utim se nipa wura hache papa etini nyina no empanfo eye ho adwuma awo the Obuasi and Clay Sports Stadium metime no nsem no ene atudwa now Asante Kotoko wamo a photo shoot na eba so eja Asante Kotoko Jesus wamo eyusu na afino yes wisdom basinie yes Vini Mbappe alike or say on gas obobo so asem wa kirem ozo on gas oyo I am not but I play like them. And no, I branch the thing. I do wisdom passy. Yes, we so I branch the thing. At Emmanuel entry. One also an Rocky Kotoko. One royal Jesse no. On himself Asante Kotoko. Crop bianity. Every man shine fear. Crop bia Asante Kotoko fear. And no, and a hawkerless no. A yellow, green, and a black. And Tikotoko 4. One more hour Jesse in here. And what she papa. Where so ya branch the day Elvis Cheba for Auchi and on so budget Sinibia and Yasam Ketwa and 2 room was Asante Kotoko. One more a photo shoot in Abaso, ya crop ya. So say dear, Justice one at the Empolic no be beer at Danaquama, Asante Kotoko for one a pound to ma at the San Semono at the Eba, it was some sort of match for and a pay Mutia Akuma 87 FM, medical culture that Sadia Bakwa. And also, Enkoso Ewo Kotoko Asheye, a supporters leadership, and it is a Kotoko Eko Obuasi and Nano Sante, Yane Chairman, Alexander Menu Edin Komo, Osho Medical Akohu, Metro Mass Transit for, and Yom Adidin Komo, Nemum Esansana Yenim, Sakotoko Beko Obuasi, and Asakotoko Ebeko, Ewo Abrankesintino, Wamadin Komo Ato, said Yomoye, and it's a Ayalolo buses no, a Buakwa, Nebia Minu Esio. Ni abrandia ni momuso metro bua kwa ndia hyani mu kakraka ebia tafo na bi si ho sahimfa na si ho na fe omo de aba ni mu enti wo fo bus no na bus no ema ne mu so free abua kwa e de wo ko Obuasi and Clay Sports Stadium straight esi na pake abua kwa do ba ni mu ye ball games no ye ya na waba na wasan so abawuram aba fo bus na do aba ba bia ofo ye no self ka no watafo a edu be fit afo ko Obuasi and Clay ye bobo no ya edu be feel and Clay edu abatafo ofo attack the same thing into arrangement mpanyfo ye enso eno no sanso na Asante Kotoko circles mpanyfo no wamo efri na ekọ no wamo tsomo agum e Obuasi wamo tsomo agum e Kumase radio stations outdoor wamo ye sensitization asensitizing pa wamo in and around Obuasi ene wamo Kumase say the ejebo Ejanya bedru games na baba so awo Obuasi and Clay entimu nyina munyi twi ne amfia ni enchemu enkwata mranche nachi omo se afi team IMC na build am omo no ade supporters betima here eno so omo so ebe se IMC na munyam no ma turn up in their numbers akwa games na eno e de free oba e don sam no e de atudwa e de ma chefo mutie akoma 87.9 FM yamko yanim na fe yanya kakra enso enfamawa mi uramo ewa club e from say inso atman eno na coach ya preko entima ya preko ya rush ewo page na so or head coach at the man so atman enano omotra Cross Sports Stadium ema CS Constantine ebe twa mo kam yenu wanam antumi antibi ya preko ese a disappointing results ne nyina say game no wanam ebo papa or say ohwe game ni nyina woman na control game na eboy unfortunately omo elusu game no oru na echema woman akwa Algeria come Algeria no they want to go and make themselves proud ewo gamer omo CS Constantine ebebo ewo Algeria no.
Very disappointed, but we didn't disgrace ourselves. We dominated. When you talk about chances also, you can say they created. We were the team creating, but they are the final third, the composure and to put the ball at the back of the net, you know, especially in the second half. We could have equalized and go up. We had chances, but the composure for us to put the ball at the back of the net. But we played against a very good side, well experienced. We have to work and see how it goes. We have to work because it's a difficult mountains to climb, but we'll go and make ourselves proud.
ano aye coach ya preko and this sansam na to dwa we all kan won sem na okọ akopie mo Constantina de tie and say team no have to fly to Algeria. Udru Algeria, either you drive or you connect. So over drive here, over drive be 2.5 hours to 3 hours. Nemum kwane de edaso papa a road ama yisuda enti now call and answer over connected with flight. Now me sure so arrangement per the arrangement no omo ever connected with flight. No man kopiem out Constantine. Na from akobo game na way e de free or eba. Don't summon at the to job. And you might for Muche Akoma 87.9 FM. Now, Coach Amadou Nuruddin, a head coach at the Samatas 1996, Samatas for Wama Answer Raja Casablanca, a board draw, and no other coach in her team no mono boy no, a world experienced team. No say some uplifted or game no going into the return leg with a mentality of not conceding early goal, not possibly no, or much shocking Raja. Casablanca, it way Amadou Nuruddin, the strategy, what the echo remu, Omanity at Morocco.
Their experience, we after winning this in last season's championship league, we've lost 3 of our key players. They have their players intact, and 3 of their players they have contributed about more than 20 goals of the goals that they scored, and so they are very experienced and they have quality. I think that we need to work very hard, and going forward, we will not disgrace ourselves there, looking at how they played. Yeah, so we'll watch this game, watch their videos again, and then deploy a technical game plan that will suit us. Like I said, I watched some few minutes of their game against AS Bakani, and then they played draw in their home. They also maybe play under pressure at home, so we have to go there and will not concede as early as possible and try to frustrate them. We have seen some antics that they have applied, which we should find an antidote to going forward.
Going forward, next year, antidote to Nemum, some job for your catch them, some of them phone you recording. Yeah, move on to flight mode. Saturday, I had a power. Maybe make I carve a big homophobia iPhone be at watching got them grow or cry. Yeah, Munya Saturday, why? And Amadou Nuruddin, or see on you maybe as a Ghanaian clubs, eh? Said a bear for the North African oppositioner. You better any of my ball. Coach Amadou Nuruddin. While listening, not where all the state and penny for because Poyama the Becas of Banjana Janabech and a team no my. It has all listed on first, but the NJ coach at the Amadou Nuruddin.
We need to raise our game in a way, for instance, pitches, facilities, fans, and then grassroots football, the young ones. If you see their reserve, most of them are from the academy. They have an academy. Most of them are from the academy. So they are grooming them gradually. So before these people come away, here we don't do that. And so you see that there will be a gradual progress in their team. But ours, we are always found wanting. And we need to see how we can get maybe some ex-players to be attached to some of the clubs, and then they will coach our attackers how to shoot, or shooting drills. And we've been doing shooting every day, but sometimes you can see that we are very wasteful. And for them, when they get those few chances, they are able to utilize them. So
I know Nadia Torono Salkan Mohammed and Achrim Salkan to Kotoko, Salkan to Kotoko, Salkan to Kotoko. A branch of her Gentia one sign Amakotoko. Now on Pesebia did the be around him or a young boy. Now I didn't say this channel. Now on Pese did the be about.
Firstly, said you start here to me transfer me wins and some for media bia me wins and some course Wagana no. Me anka sana me pese as a medino and kata Wagana or kakra. Yeah, because if you are bobo kra at times unya was sumdwi said you transfer tibia ni bodi de bia no obodi na times ebi o wa ye ebi o wa enye enu mompa account na ma me kase and say ni said I say me free Ghana on the kure ni me ndada kwa one thing is how my kids ni na once no obu pesa me bebo because to be frank coach no pra particular enemy kasa ebu sa me sem pesa me bo ana and I'm catching say sɛ manya contract outside a
ɛno ɛyɛ Shakan Mohammed. Na breaking news sɛ John Muntiae ɛsɛ Accra Sports Stadium no NSA na tum ti Hartlepool home games ɔmɛkɔ akɔbɔ ɛwɔ Sogakope. Hartlepool home games bɛkɔ Sogakope. National Sports Authority has announced the immediate closure of the Accra Sports Stadium for all sports activities to pave way for major renovation project. Eti Accra Sports Stadium no yatum. Eti on say okay, so mo say Ghanaian clubs me go me film dada. Eti yes, Accra Sports Stadium yatum. We breaking news ano pay ya de ma o Akoma Sports so enra Accra Lions wonum anhye bi vision etom ekosho meka bi no a says here a vision about third position with 4 points and Accra Lions akwakoyi has every 18th position league table no so e brano ekọ yere mu si nyame ayadoma yabesan enemo adi hyiamu